Today is Tuesday, Parashat Chayei. The parasha of this week includes indeed an episode about finding a spouse, a wife for Itzhak. Avraham Avinu sends his most trusted servant, Eliezer, to find a wife. Where does he send him? He sends him to his birthplace. A hint, maybe, good idea to have a similar background. So Abraham's birthplace should be the place where Eliezer should find the spouse for Yitzchak, the son of Abraham. But there are many lessons to be learned from this episode. What does Eliezer look for when he's searching for the perfect mate for his master's son? He says, if she's going to give me to drink water to me and also to the thirsty camels, without even me asking for her to give water to the camels, she will have shown the sensitivity and the care and the kindness that will be an important quality in looking for a mate. In other words, not how beautiful she is or how tall or whatever other qualities or physical qualities that you can think about, but rather what is the midot, what is the character traits of that person. And Rivka, of course, not only gives water to Eliezer, but also she proposes and suggests to also give water to the camels. They were in the desert, they were traveling, they must be thirsty. That kind of sensitivity is what is so important, that's a quality that Eliezer said would be the proper person to bring for Yitzchak as a wife. But then there are other messages also that in this episode, when Rivka sees Yitzchak at first sight, what does she see? She sees a person who went out to pray. It was afternoon time, it was mincha time. The pasuk says, "Vayitze Yitzchak lasuach basadeh." He went to pray. So the first quality that she notices is a person who's dedicated to prayer. By the way, mincha is the prayer that is, in a way, most demanding. Morning, before you start your day, you go to shachrit. Evening, arvit. After you finish your work day, then you pray arvit. To stop in the middle of the day or early afternoon, like now, even not early afternoon, but rather before the end of the work day today, now we pray mincha at 4:35. You have to drop everything you're doing and stop and go to pray. That takes some amount of dedication and devotion. Yitzchak represented prayer. He was going to be a korban, a sacrifice himself. And nowadays our prayers, our prayers are instead of the korbanot. So he really represents the whole idea of devotion in prayer. And that's the first thing she notices of him. And again, if Eliezer noticed as the quality chesed, she sees a person who's dedicated to prayer and to service of Hashem. So these qualities represents a certain essence within Rivka and Yitzchak. And in finding the right spouse, you look for the quality of the person in terms of his midot, what is he dedicated or devoted to. But an interesting thing happens also, as the pasuk describes, when she's about to meet him, and she notices him in terms of his prayer. What does she do? She covers herself right away. She has a scarf. She covers herself. And to give us also the idea of the importance of tzniut. She's about to meet her husband, and the preparation for that meeting is that she will be dressed in a way that is modest. These are some of the lessons that we learn from the parasha of this week that has to do also with the idea of shidduchim. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.